Shalom, shalom. Want to say all praises be to Abanawa Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren, Akim, out there across the four winds of the earth, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I'm proclaiming the downfall of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked kingdom. So this video is going to be entitled Kyrie Irving shaved his bed and subsequently tore his ACL. And I understand, which this just happened a few days ago with Kyrie Irving. And as soon as he shaved his bed, which is against the scriptures, he suffered a torn ACL and he's out for the season and for the foreseeable future, which if you know anything about basketball, tearing your ACL is career altering, almost sometimes a career ending injury, man. You understand? And that's to show you, hey, the Lord bring judgment just like that. As soon as he shaved his bed, hey, he tore his ACL a game or two later. You understand? Which Kyrie Irving knows about the truth. He knows about being an Israelite, so on and so forth, and he knows about the law, statutes, and commandments. So that's the Lord bringing down judgment upon those who aren't ignorant. So this is the book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, which goes into using a clipper or a razor to shape up your hairline. The point here is, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy bed. That's exactly what Kyrie Irving just did recently, because before that, which mar the corners of thy bed goes into what? Shaving off your bed completely. He shaved off his bed completely, man. You understand? Completely shaved it off. And I just watching a video of him saying, yeah, I look handsome now. But guess what? You think he feeling that way right now? No. He tore his ACL, and I sure he knows, like, yo, damn. Because he's into all that spirituality, so on and so forth, which he's lost ultimately, because he think he's a Muslim, he think he's an Israelite, you know what I mean? He think he's a Gadite, all manner of things, man. Which I think his mom is a Gadite and his father is a Judite, you understand? But he's just a Israelite searching for the truth, but he can't get settled upon what the truth really is, man. That's why he shaved his bed, man. You understand? He shaved his bed. He marred the corners of his bed. He shaved his bed completely off, talking about he looked handsome now after he shaved it off. But that was right before he got the ACL injury. He hit the court playing an NBA game, and the Lord made him tear his ACL. Because that's the swift judgment of the Lord. The Lord is directly speaking to him. And I sure Kyrie Irving, he meditating on that right now. As we speak, he's like, damn. As soon as I shaved my bed, the most made me tear my ACL. Because the Lord ain't playing around, man. The Lord is not playing around. This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 22. And Samuel said, had the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord. So the Lord really wants to obey first, not having to sacrifice. Like there's a saying, even in this world, prevention is better than cure. You be not preventing yourself from going off. As the scriptures talk about examining yourself. See, Kyrie Irving, he should have examined that decision before he did it. But ultimately, he's another confused Israelite out there. You understand? He's another confused Israelite, but he still knows the truth, but he's still tapping around, man. Still half-assing it. You understand? But he's not ignorant of the fact that he shouldn't shave his bed. You understand? But he still did it anyway, talking about he looked handsome and he entering another phase of his life. That's what he was saying in the video after he shaved his bed. But guess what? I sure he don't feel that way right now after tearing his ACL, which is a career-threatening injury, and it ended his season. with the Mavericks. So this is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 22. And Samuel said, had the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. Can. So, behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. Can. So, if Kyrie Irving had just obeyed, had just hearkened unto the law, such commandments, he probably wouldn't be in that situation he in right now with a torn ACL. You understand? But now he hearken on to his own understanding. He hearken on to the ways of the world. Verse 23. For rebellion, which was a rebellious act, him shaving off his beard. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Kind of witchcraft we know is punishable by death. And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Kind of stubbornness, because you are bouncing around in all these other philosophies when you know you're an Israelite. Just accept the fact that you're an Israelite and do what you're supposed to do according to the scriptures. Keep the laws, statutes, commandments, keep the faith, so on and so forth. But no, he bouncing around, which that's why the scriptures, let me jump to that. Ultimately, he may not be a part of the elect. That's why he's going through what he's going through. He's bouncing around. He's basically still lost. This is the book of Romans chapter 11 verse 7. What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for. Because of Israel, because Jake out there seeking, he keeping Ramadan, he going to these different indigenous holy sites, so on and so forth. He going into the Israelite thing. So he bouncing around. But he's seeking, which is like all these, a lot of Jakes out there seeking. They're into Islam, they're into Rastafari, they're into Buddha, they're into all these different ideologies and philosophies, so they're seeking. What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it. But the election had obtained it. So we, brothers in the truth, we obtain it. And that's why we live our life according to the scriptures. We keep the law, statutes, commandments. We keep the high holy days to the best of our ability. And the rest were blinded. Can't say the rest were blinded. So as of right now, Kyrie Irving is blinded, even though he's part of that Matthew 26 and 20 and 16. Many are called, so he called, but few are chosen. So it's yet to be seen. As of right now, he not part of the chosen number. Is that going to change? It's up to the Lord. But right as of now, he's not a part of the chosen number. He called, he heard the truth, but he's not chosen. He's not living accordingly. He did not obtain it. He did not obtain the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of scriptures. And the rest were blinded. So he's blinded as of right now. Is that going to change? That's up to the Lord. Because sometimes the Lord jack you up and then you get right. The Lord will apply that pressure and then you will recognize. But ultimately, we're not worried about Kyrie Irving. But I just did this video as edification as to, you know about the truth. Hey, the Lord is not going to play around with you. In doing what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. The Lord is going to judge you accordingly because you're not ignorant. So this is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 23. For rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he had also rejected thee from being king. And this is pertaining to Saul, but you apply this to Jake in general. If you reject the ways of the Lord is going to reject you. He's going to give you up, man. And Satan is going to have his way with you. You playing basketball, you might tear your ACL. You know what I mean? You driving a car, you might end up in a car wreck. So on and so forth. The Lord will judge you accordingly. Scriptures tell you about Luke 12 and 47, which this is all you Jakes that know about the truth, but not doing what you're supposed to do, including Kyrie Irving. This is the book of Luke chapter 12, verse 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will, so the servant that knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither do according to his will. So Kyrie Irving wasn't doing according to the Lord's will when he decided to completely shave off his beard, man. And he's so-called happy about it. Made a TikTok video, I think it was. Yeah, TikTok. Saying how handsome he is. But hey, Guess what? I know he's full of regret right now, I bet. You know that because he's so-called spiritual, like I was saying, so-called spiritual. He knows about the scriptures, he knows about the truth. So some type of inclination have to be within him, like, damn, as soon as I shaved my beard, I fucked up my career, tore my ACL. You understand? Luke chapter 12, verse 47, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, and neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. God, and that's a harsh injury to get. That's many stripes right there to tear your ACL. And I watched the play, man. I'm a so-called basketball fan. I watched the play and it was like, damn. It was kind of more on the risky side of injuries. It's kind of, the risky side of injuries. Tore his ACL, man. And now he out for the foreseeable future. You understand? And a servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. So if you're ignorant, you're going to still get judged, but not as harshly as a Jake that knew about the scriptures, knew about the truth, knew about what he's supposed to be doing and what he's not supposed to be doing. I really did this is just the individual level, because ultimately, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, if you're not part of the elect, you're gonna face the ultimate terror of the Lord, which is going into that thermonuclear destruction, that second death. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. So we know the terror of the Lord. We know what the Lord did to our people, judging our people in the past. Slavery, the genocide of the indigenous people, Jim Crow, so on and so forth. And ultimately, the time of Jacob's trouble is upon us, where Jake is going to be, you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're going to be catching real hell, man. The unadulterated hell like never seen before. So we know that terror is coming upon us. We persuading you to what? Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Fear the Lord and keep his commandments. For what? This is the whole duty of man. Fear the Lord, keep his commandments. You understand? And one of those commandments is to what? Keep a beard on your face, man. Not to shave it off. And knowingly know that you're supposed to keep it on your face, but you shave it off. That's a grave offense in the Lord's eye, man, and the Lord will punish you accordingly. You understand? And the Lord is going to punish all 2/3 of Jake ultimately, like I was saying with that thermonuclear destruction in the end times when these missiles are shot off, man. But every day the Lord bringing forth judgments. Every day the Lord bringing forth judgments upon Israel and upon the world in general. And you don't want to be caught on the wrong side of that judgment. This is the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So Jake will know the Israelite, but they'll still play around with it. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. So they rejected the true knowledge, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, and they're seeking after other knowledge, Islam, Christianity, so on and so forth. No, this is the knowledge. This is the knowledge you're supposed to be dealing with. You understand? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. So you no longer join on to the Lord, because that's what a priest is. Join on to the Lord. Thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. Which basically goes into the curses, the generational curses upon Jake. Ultimately, you rejecting the knowledge, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The Lord is gonna reject you, and he's gonna punish you accordingly. Of which I 100% believe that's what the Lord did to Kyrie Irving, man, upon him shaving off his beard and knowing that he shouldn't do that, from my observation. So with that, I want to say all praises be to Abanawa Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the elect.